me one time. Yeah, it's the Capital City Podcast. I'm your host, Capital J, alongside my main man,
DL Glass,
a.k.a. Polo D in the building.
Uh-oh.
Hey, today we talking television.
Ha.
But since we always talk hip-hop, we're talking hip-hop on television.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we always go back to the beginning. In the beginning, hip-hop went on for years. Like, we just celebrated 50 years of hip-hop. Hip-hop started in 1973 officially. When was the first time you saw hip-hop on TV? And that's not just a rapper, and maybe could have been a DJ, a breakdancer, whatever. Graffiti. When was the first time you saw it on TV? Well, for me, I think Night Flight. There was a TV show that used to come on the USA Network after about 11 o'clock or midnight until maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. The night programming on USA Network was called Night Flight. And as a matter of fact, back in the day, HBO had a video show. They used to show videos too. And I'm trying to remember.
HBO.
Yeah, but I don't remember a whole lot of hip hop on there. But Night Flight, they played the movie Wild Style, and that was the first time I saw hip hop on TV. And this is somewhere between 82 and 84. And I had a chance to see Fab Five Freddy, Double Trouble, you know, all those cats in the movie. And that was a huge influence. But outside of that, they also showed some videos. Houdini had a song called Magic's Wine back in the day. And they had a video. I remember that video coming on. Run DMC Rock Box. I think I saw that on there too back in the day. Damn, what other videos would they play? But these are some of the earliest hip hop videos. You see what I'm saying? So even that is hard to reach, and not everybody is gonna see that.
Right, absolutely.
But that's a full 10 years. Hip hop's been going on for 10 whole years before I had a chance to see it on TV outside of New York. Maybe people in New York
saw it earlier,
had a chance to see other stuff. You know, there was a show, like we had Soul Train, American Bandstand, and they filmed a pilot episode of a show called Graffiti Rock that was supposed to be the hip-hop version of your Soul Train and American Bandstand. But they only made one episode. But everybody talked about it. And that episode was probably around 84, 85. I gotta, I had to look that up to be precise, but I'm gonna let you do the research on that. But still, there's not a lot of hip hop on TV. You got a little glimpse of it, and this is in a movie, Flashdance. You got a little glimpse of it in Flashdance. She was walking down the street, the girl, and some dudes were breakdancing. Turns out that Crazy Legs was in that movie from the Rocksteady crew. Let me see. But finding hip hop on TV, you just couldn't. You couldn't.
Because I've been over here thinking the whole time, when was the first time? And shit, I don't know if it was a movie or a music video. It was the first time that I saw.
Well, what really brought it to us on the regular, and this is not even national for everybody yet, but for us, BET came on the air. You had Video Soul, Video Vibrations. Video Soul didn't play a lot of hip hop. You know, you catch Whitney Houston and Freddie Jackson videos, all those people. Atlantic Star.
Yes.
But I didn't see a whole lot of hip hop. But Video Vibrations would give you some hip hop. And now we're moving into the mid 80s, 85, 86, 87. Video Vibrations is the place to see this. And they were a little more edgy than Video Soul. You had your unseen VJ. And Donnie Simpson was on video. So you can see him, but on Video Vibrations, it was, I think his name was Alvin Jones or something like that, but I'm your unseen VJ.
And what year was Beat Street?
Beat Street came out in, it was either 84 or 85, I believe.
And the Wild Style came out before that.
Wild Style was like 82.
Yeah, recorded in 81, came out in like 82
and no, you know, I'm just going off the dome here. You know, I know they recorded it, you know,
like a year
before it came out. So
yeah,
it could have come out 83, but
I think it was 82.
Yeah, I think it was around 82.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we got that, but then Beat Street hit, but it's still not television. So only people who choose to see it
get a chance
pay the money get a chance to see Beat Street, Breaking,
right,
stuff like that. You know, I actually saw Wild Style on TV. That was something that, you know, anybody could have run across by accident. You had to actively seek out Beat Street.
Yeah, just like now.
Right. But it was a long time. There was an absence of hip hop on television. And you move a little bit further, Yo MTV Raps.
You know, I'm sorry, but it made me think about Eddie Murphy, because you said it was a long time, which it was a long time. Like all those roles Eddie Murphy played, like Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy was listening to rap.
Yeah,
48 hours, he was listening to rap. They didn't show that he was listening to rap.
You remember the Golden Child?
Yes.
He gave us a taste of hip hop. He said, I want the knife.
Right.
That was so hip hop.
Yep.
That was a hip hop reference for you.
But you didn't hear none of it, not a snippet of it, in none of those joints.
Hey, but you know, Eddie Murphy was a hip hopper. He came on Saturday Night Live with his suede Pumas on. So I always looked at Eddie Murphy as part of the hip hop community.
Absolutely.
And you come to find out later that I think him and Chuck D went to high school together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know,
right.
But New York, in the grand scheme of things, New York is a small world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
you hear this story. Yeah.
Big city,
right.
but
right.
You go to boroughs and they, you know, it turns tight. Guys know each other. They go to school together and everybody's doing their thing. But on television, Yo MTV Raps was a game changer because it brought hip hop to an audience that wasn't necessarily seeking out hip hop. You know, cats looking at MTV, you know, after Bon Jovi goes off, MTV Raps comes on, you might just leave it there. And you're ingesting rap videos,
and
you would have never had the opportunity before.
They were particular about the videos they chose to play on your MTV Raps too.
Well, they wouldn't allow certain things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And really, that's a good thing. As much as we look at it today and say, man, all they push is negativity. In the beginning, we always talk. Back in the day, you couldn't get over with negativity. They weren't gonna. You're not gonna have guns in the video and drugs and naked women. They just not allowing that.
You're gonna party.
Yeah, you could party. But the best thing you could do, I think, you know, you remember influential videos from that time period too. Like, you know, I can't remember LL I'm Bad just being a huge deal because it was so cinematic.
Right.
You know, it's like a movie. So, you know, this made a huge difference. But at this time, you're only getting it in videos. Fast forward just a little bit. Now, we made it, like it took hip-hop 10 years to show up in a movie on TV. Later, by 89, 90, Arsenio Hall gets Arsenio Hall show. And we get to see rappers performing on a late night talk show same way that we had seen rock and pop artists perform on Johnny Carson for so long. But I gotta give it up to Saturday Night Live too. They had brought on rap groups occasionally. I think Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5 on Saturday Night Live back in the day. Saturday Night Live been going on since '72. And they were always fairly cutting edge. So they brought a few rappers on, but it wasn't a regular thing. It's just But Arsenio Hall gave people opportunity to see rappers perform. And we ain't seen that before.
I remember watching that Arsenio Hall just for the performance. Like, I don't give a damn about
you don't care nothing about the guests. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang gonna be on.
And that's how it was said.
KRS on Arsenio tonight. What? Yeah, I'm checking that out.
Absolutely.
Yep, and you wait for it.
Yep.
You'll wait for it. And let me see, after Arsenio went off the air, it was a while. There was a little void there. For a little while. You still had your MTV Raps. Yeah. And you still got BET, which they went over to 106 in Park.
Rap City.
Yeah. Then 106 in Park. So,
no,
of course.
You forgot one.
What I forget?
The BET late nights.
Oh, BET Uncut.
Uncut.
Oh, man, that's a serious fast forward right there. You know what I'm saying?
Uncut.
Yeah, that's a fast forward right there.
Still remember that credit card.
Nelly video, tip drill.
And JoJo drinking that champagne after you pulled it out that girl bottle with pop. However you want it.
Yeah, man.
It was an explicit video.
Yeah. But you know what? After Arsenio, everybody else allow hip hop artists to come on their shows too. Hip hop was going mainstream by the mid '90s, and we didn't have to seek it out so hard anymore. But the funny thing is, now we're at a point where you don't really see hip hop on TV anymore. I mean, you do. I'm not gonna say you don't because it's in commercials. It's everywhere. You see, and you actually see the artists. Like I'm looking up the other day, Meg Thee Stallion is in a commercial, selling something. Right. But how often do you get to see these artists perform outside of an award show?
Your boy have them on sometimes, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon keeps them on TV.
Yeah.
Big up the Roots.
Yeah.
I tell you another big show for hip hop. Was it New York Undercover?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yes. Man, Yeah.
That was a lot of exposure.
The soundtrack for that.
That was a lot of exposure back in the day.
Absolutely.
You couldn't deny New York Undercover and what it did for the artists at the time.
And everything about it was hip hop.
Right.
Yeah, the whole show. That's crazy. From the Police.
The original hip hop police.
Look, that's what I was gonna say. They should have been the hip hop police. They just didn't know. They just didn't know. That's crazy.
And now we got so many. Like we got a lot more options today. Like after that little void after Arsenio, man. Like to have shows like The Get Down, Empire, Love and Hip Hop, like. We have whole TV shows dedicated to hip hop. Big Frida got a show. Like, would you ever think that any New Orleans bounce artists, and much less I don't know what
cable networks, the cable networks,
right.
The core.
It was another big moment for hip hop. And people, you don't think about it the same way you don't really think about the impact Arsenio Hall had. Dave Chappelle.
Comedy Central.
Always brought hip hoppers on. You know what I'm saying? He brought the rap groups on, man.
How many of them have made network TV though?
Well, everything we named has kind of made network TV once you pass the 90s. Like from Arsenio on, all this is network TV, ain't it?
Those are cable channels. I'm talking about like this Channel 7, the Channel 9s.
Well, of course, Empire.
Empire was on what?
That was on Fox, wasn't it?
Yeah, cable channel.
Fox ain't cable. Fox is a regular old channel, just like NBC, CBS, ABC, and Fox. They the big four.
Okay.
That's good free television right there.
Okay.
whatchamacallit was on regular TV. Atlanta. That was a hip hop show about a rapper.
What's that?
That was on FX, but that's cable, ain't it?
Oh, you talking about? Yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah. Atlanta was dope.
Yeah,
Atlanta was dope. But that's cable TV.
Right.
Here's another one that people sleep on. Regular TV, Fox again. Think about how groundbreaking Fox was for their black culture programming, and then think of what Fox News, the reputation they have today, and think about the 180. Because In Living Color used to be on Fox.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot about In Living Color, didn't you?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. What are some more good ones? I can't think of too many from regular TV other than Empire. You know, I'm kind of throwing Atlanta in there, but FX is like the cable spinoff of Fox.
I got one.
What is it?
Different World.
Different World. But, what about this one, though? When you said that, you know what popped in my head?
What's that?
You're moving with your auntie and uncle.
Oh,
Come on, man. Hip-hop on TV. Like, we need to rewind. This is some of the earliest. This is groundbreaking right here.
I think Will Smith brought hip-hop to network TV, man.
Hey, and not to mention his videos. Like, parents just don't understand.
Man.
Like, these are his videos back in the day are some of the early staples of the video music genre for hip hop.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Will Smith, man, he is
his first video
undercredited for his role
in
hip hop. You know, as much as he's done as an actor, I think it's a shame that people really kind of forget how
groundbreaking.
Hey, come on, man. Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince won the first Grammy. Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on, man.
And Will was rapping.
Come on, man.
He wasn't up there shucking and jiving.
And he wasn't just rapping. A rapper. He was an MC all the way around. Like, he MC'd for one of the greatest DJs ever. He was don't get no realer hip hop than Will Smith. And it's a shame that he had to go through all the degradation.
Yeah.
You know, why people ish on his name so bad as if he's just some kind of cornball dude that ain't got no business in this. When
I ain't never heard nobody talk think
about even Jada Smith, Jada Pinkett, even his own wife always throwing the Tupac reference out like he ain't real like a Tupac. No, Will Smith is as real as it gets as far as hip hop goes.
How long was he in the game before?
Yeah, man, this dude, come on, man.
We ever knew
it's disrespectful.
Yes.
It's disrespectful to admit Will Smith from any hip hopping.
Yes.
If you're talking hip hop and the impact it had nationally on television, radio, everything, the Grammys.
Yes.
And then we're talking, and this is not an imposter. When you hear Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, you're hearing the real deal. Like,
and you know what's even crazier? He was the rapper before the acting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't use acting to get into rapping.
No.
That's the crazy part.
Right.
So his impact before even TV, how did he even get to that point?
Right. We did a whole show about dudes on TV.
Yep.
Hey, man, I would argue that, you know, you don't see Ice Cube and Ice-T.
None of that.
And all these other cats, Queen Latifah.
Right.
Will Smith opened the door and said, this is how you do it good. He did a good job,
polished,
of being his character. Like, you know, of course we had Run and Crush Groove and Fat Boys and all them, but they were being themselves.
Right.
Will Smith came on there being a character.
Yes.
And let Hollywood know that rappers
Mm-hmm.
and be something else.
Yep.
Like, that's why Ice-T has an opportunity to be a cop. The same dude that made a song called Cop Killer.
Listen.
I know. It's not about whether or not Ice-T, but you know, but still, to give somebody who is so anti-police the opportunity to play a cop,
Right.
Somebody has to plant the seed.
Yeah, because he was a rap. Yeah, absolutely.
And Will Smith planted that seed.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
And he doesn't get the credit for that.
Whoever that guy is that casted him first.
Hey, I think I was. Oh, you talking about? But that was Mario. Like I said, we talked about Mario Van Peebles. You know, and he always tried to be a friend of hip hop. New Jack City at its core was a hip hop movie too.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a man who had already made, when Beat Street and Breaking and all that was out, Mario Van Peebles made a movie called Rapping. and it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But shout out to him for trying to put the genre on film.
Absolutely.
So I'm not gonna be too mad at him. It was a terrible movie though. He cast himself as the rapper, and it was just.
Well, shout out Mario Van Peebles, man.
Yeah. He always you know, you can't say that he didn't have the community on his mind.
Right.
That's the best way I could put it.
But you shouldn't have casted Ice-T.
But you know what though? That's an iconic role now. You know.
Yes, sir.
Iconic.
I want to kill you so bad.
Yeah. And here we are today, and there's no shortage of hip hop content on television. Mm-hmm. But you know, the last, I think what was it, Atlanta and Empire, like the last shows that were really like true series. Power was about. You know what? I'm going to admit something. I've never watched Power.
Don't tell nobody.
I thought it was all about drug dealer though. I didn't know it was about rappers.
No, it ain't about rappers. But I'm just talking about it's engulfed in hip hop.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I take your word for it.
Yeah,
you know?
Everything about it is hip hop.
Yeah, everything about it is hip hop. Of course, with 50 Cent being an executive produder, he's not gonna let you get too far away from.
Oh no, it all has to be culturally related.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
All his stuff. I'm interested to see the kind of stuff that he's gonna do now because he got that movie studio in Louisiana.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Hey,
for all intents and purposes, man, 50 Cent has been good for the game.
Oh hell yeah,
you know,
and he's had a couple distribution or whatever you want to call it deals with big movie companies and stuff. So this is no surprise. He's
in a movie out right now on one of them streaming services.
Man,
with some big stars in it.
He probably got about 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 50 Cent did his thing.
Everybody, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro's, everybody in movies with 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Well, since we're on the topic of hip hop on TV, like, you know, we talked about series like Atlanta, New York Undercover. You know, that always had some kind of hip hop element to them. Empire, but what do you think about these reality shows, man?
I want to keep my opinion to myself.
I had to ask you because
I don't want to offend nobody.
I honestly don't watch them.
Me either. So I leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't watch them.
No,
I don't watch them, but I know a lot of people who do.
Yeah, a lot of people that do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that turned it turned the hip hop culture from being something people wanted to get into to be a star in music. The reality shows made them want to get involved in hip hop to be a star on TV or a star on social media and all these other outlets. And I think it took a little bit of focus away from the music. You notice on those shows, I have seen enough of the reality shows. There's very seldom do you see them making music. You know, you see more about it's about their lives.
Yeah,
and
are you talking about Love and Hip Hop?
Just all the reality shows. You know, you did have a few like we talked to Search. He had a show, The White Rapper. It was all about the music. And Jermaine Dupri had the show. What was the show?
That name of it.
Look for the Kid. Yeah. So every now and then you get one that's about the process.
Right.
But those shows didn't turn out as big as the reality shows. Mm-hmm. Now, since we're talking hip hop on TV, where did all this start?
What, that type of show?
Yep. Come on.
Real World.
I'm quit. There it is.
Yeah, man.
And who's the girl? Come on.
Oh, you talking about
Heather B.
I thought you talking about the girl
Heather B. Heather B is the pioneer.
Hell yeah.
She's the pioneer
of
the hip hop reality star.
Yes.
She doesn't get any credit.
Nothing.
but
Right.
she needs to be recognized. Like she is the hip hop artist that was on a reality show that opened the door. Like before Flavor Flav was looking for love and all of this. Heather B was already on a reality show, and that was groundbreaking.
Absolutely, and well, I can't say she made people start watching that show because hold on, was she on season? She wasn't on season 1. No,
Heather. See, here's the thing about Heather B. She didn't keep enough drama going.
Oh, absolutely.
Like she was up there just being a real person. And she wasn't interested in being known for being a drama queen.
Right.
So
Right. Heather B on reality TV on the Real World.
Right.
That was funny.
And the second time is Flavor Flav.
Now he's the one who
he showed up with Bridget and started that relationship. Was it Celebrity Rehab? They started off on the show and he started dating Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife, Bridget Nielsen, and then they did a show, and then they broke up, and he's looking for love.
Yes,
and he starts dating,
man,
and then the New York, the girl on the show gets her spinoff.
Yep.
Then the dudes who try to date her get their spin off.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but Flavor Flav started.
Flavor Flav got the ball rolling.
Yes.
Heather B is the originator.
Right.
She is the original hip hop artist on the reality show.
Right. Hell yeah. Because Real World had just as much drama as Love and Hip Hop do now.
Yeah, they had drama.
Heck yeah.
And sadly, your boy, the comedian dude, and that girl Tammy, and that was so not a big deal.
Come on,
it was so plain. Nothing. It was so nothing, and they turned it into something. He got me too before anybody knew what Get Me Too'd was. Yep. Your boy got drugged. Absolutely. He was drugged through the mud behind that episode, and I'm sitting here looking like, what? Come on, man. She's making. They had to sit her down, like, I need you to make a big deal out of this.
Oh, hell yeah. The girl was egging it on anyway.
I
forgot her name.
Yeah, I need you to make a big deal out of this.
Yeah,
and next thing you know, man,
I stopped watching.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was pissed too, man.
Hell yeah,
I was
stopped watching it.
This is Yep.
Finally a representation of us.
Right, and then she gonna come on and throw this man under the bus like
and
this.
She fell for it.
Right, he just playing around. It ain't like you were naked under there.
Yeah, come on, Tammy.
and if you look at and think about what girls would wear on TV today.
Right.
It was nothing compared to anything you could see in any video. Just cut TV on.
And the crazy part, MTV aired it.
Right, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was literally nothing.
Come on, man.
But they turned it into something. It turned into the first real. That was probably the biggest piece of drama. On all the shows.
Other than when old boy got hit in the face. You remember that? And it broke his the bone under his eye.
Oh man, who
they went out? It was the same season they was up there. They had gone out, and old buddy did something. And buddy hit him in the face and broke his.
Hey, I'm just glad for the sake of hip hop that Heather B wasn't the one causing all that drama. You know what I'm saying? She was so steady.
She liked to argue.
She was just keeping it real. She's a chick that don't take no mess from the streets.
They know how I am.
Right. They know how I am. I was not mad with Heather B.
Nah.
I appreciate it. Matter of fact, Heather B, she was one of the coolest people I met during my tenure on radio.
Yes.
Heather B was awesome, man. I love Heather B, man.
Yeah.
Her, Bahamadia too.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I love them. They're all good with me. They were cool as hell. Matter of fact, most of the female MCs I met have been cool. Especially, I ain't talking about the big ones. I'm talking about the mid-range ones. Like I ain't saying I'm hanging out with
A-list.
Yeah, I ain't hanging out with A-listers. Like,
they know them.
Yeah, I don't know Foxy Brown and all them cats. I'm talking about Queen Pen and cats like that. They cool as hell, man. All of them excellent people, man. Entice. I've never had a bad experience with a female hip hop artist. They always been dope, But yeah, man, that's we just talking hip hop on TV, giving you something to talk about, something to remember.
And to fast forward it to now, TV is synonymous to the internet. And it's so much stuff out there. Like the success that a TV show had, now you got somebody on social media having that kind of success.
Mm-hmm.
You got
YouTube has replaced TV in a lot of ways for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just being straight up because you can cater your content so easily,
right,
and find something to watch based on your interests.
And that's for your demographic.
Yeah, just for your demographic. And it's so
the younger
easy.
Ones,
right. TV has a challenge now.
They ain't even on YouTube. They on the social media sites, Instagrams, and Snaps, and all this stuff.
Right. That's
and
even shorter content.
Absolutely. It's crazy. And just sit there and watch it for hours.
And there's no shortage of hip hop on social media.
Nah.
And I don't think there ever has been. Like,
no.
From the time social media, social media was almost created to cater to the needs of hip hop. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember back in the days of MySpace, that was, I discovered a lot of artists on MySpace. Mm-hmm. You were able to learn more about them.
Right.
They could post music and you could hear other songs other than the one you know. Mm-hmm. And so,
or find undiscovered talent.
Right. The way it is today started with MySpace. And it's funny, MySpace is so gone.
Yeah. Crazy.
I think you can still, actually,
if you
on somebody's My page, you can actually find somebody's MySpace page and they still got music on there from back in the day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
MySpace needs to make a comeback, though.
You think it'll work?
It should, because if you think about it, people put stuff up on SoundCloud. Mm-hmm. SoundCloud doesn't allow for the entire experience the way that MySpace did. You just get the music and whatever picture you put. On MySpace, I can give you my bio.
Yep.
I can give you photos.
Yep.
I can give you information about my shows.
Yep.
And post my music.
Yeah.
And really, it's kind of I hate to see that's a wasted opportunity. People stepped away from that, but it was a good thing, really.
You still can do it on like Instagram and stuff like that. You still
but you're not going to put no whole song on Instagram.
Nah. Nobody gonna listen to your whole song. Listen to a whole song nowadays.
You're supposed to just drop a video on YouTube. But, MySpace, it told you more about the artist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I miss knowing about the artist.
Right. I see people post stuff on, like, Apple Music and stuff, and I'm like, but you don't got no bio.
Right. Tell me about yourself. Like, sometimes I'll support just if I know you from around my area. It doesn't have to be North Carolina. It could be South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. Just knowing that you're within 400 miles of me will make me check you out a little bit. I'm more interested in what you got going on. So, let people know about what where you from.
I don't know, because them jack boys be lurking.
You don't have to say your address now.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, but yeah, we can keep this one short, man. It was just an episode we wanted to talk about the presence of hip hop on TV. I think we covered all the bases. That's gonna be my thing now that we talked to you boy from third base.
Yeah,
we cover all the bases. Yeah, we cover pretty much all the bases. And anything we didn't cover, start a conversation with your homeboy about it. Like, yo, you remember Arsenio Hall show? See, somebody had thought about the Arsenio Hall show in 15, 20 years. Mm-hmm. And guess what? I just put it on your mind.
Facts.
So there it is. We out of here. Next week, we got a special guest. I'm going to save it. We done?
We done.
All right, this is Capital City Podcast. I'm your host, Capital J, alongside my main man,
DL Glass.
We holler at y'all. See you on TV.